back, the Saints Block Party podcast, and we had football today. We just finished watching football. New Orleans Saints football. Saints taking on the Arizona Cardinals in Week One. The Saints drop Week One to the Cardinals, 20-13, almost at 10. Um, and a game that, oh man, it's just an interesting game when you really like think about it in terms of just how it just played out. A lot of ways in terms of how we can, how we can take this game. But I don't know where you want to start with this, but uh, start with.
Start at the beginning, man. Just
I mean, I want
a matchup.
I want to give credit. Listen, we he has been a recently has been a punching bag on this podcast. Cam Jordan played a hell of a game today.
I like that you pointed that out. I'm glad you bringing that up, bro. Because I mean, we all been like, come on, bro. Like, time to hang it up, old guy. You know what I'm saying? Time to just get on up out of here. But for him to come, what he had 1.5 with 2 sacks or whatever.
He had one and a half sacks. He
Jason
had a
Key,
batted ball that almost led to an
batted
interception
pass,
by Julian Blackman.
couple run stuffs, and he was fired up, bro. Like whole game, fired up.
He was,
It's
bro.
like you just all you can do is give credit to that, bro. 15 year in the NFL, and you out there being like one of the few playmakers on the defense still,
Listen, I
still.
didn't I didn't I didn't say this. This was said in our Zoom. I'm not going to say who said it. Someone said fidelity works. Infidelity works. I didn't say this. I did not say this.
I'm just saying.
I'm
Hey,
just
when we saw them accusations come back out, boy, it was like, oh, Cam might have a season. Oh, Goon Cam might be back.
them snow bunnies keeping them young. I'm just saying. Um, Defense comes out, forces a I don't know if it's a three and out, but forces a sack on Kyler. Uh, Arizona punts the ball. Saints gets the ball. Goes three and out offensively. Arizona gets the ball. They drive it down the field, kicks field goal, and then the Saints get the ball. And listen, there's a lot. It's such an interesting game because there's some good from this game because there are some good things offensively in terms of how Kellen Moore
Yeah.
called the game. Where it's like, okay, you see the vision offensively in terms of his scheme schematically of what he wants to do. It's like, okay, this is good. There are some things he called run game wise on that second drive that was stellar. He mixed it in the run, mixed it in the pass, short intermediate pass with Spencer. Um, that led to the touchdown drive that AK scored the touchdown that I want to say that Spencer checked into the run that led to the AK pass. Kendre looked good. The offensive line looked good as a whole. And then it was just like then it just started to feel like just a typical another than just start like a typical Saints game,
Yeah.
bro.
It
It just
started to feel like a Saints game, bro. Uh, just kind of sticking to the positives. I loved because I think the first offensive drive there was a three and out, or it
yes.
just sputtered real quickly. Then when it came out again, they went to more of an up tempo,
Yes.
kind of a hurry up, kind of to get on track. I love that they did that, just to kind of get Spencer in a rhythm, get the pass game in a rhythm, slow down that pressure of the defense a little
Mm-hmm.
bit, and it worked. It worked. Like they were moving the ball. They even had a couple of penalties on their drive that set them back, but they still like kept moving forward. Ended up getting a touchdown on that AK run. That was the peak of the vibes right there.
And
Vibes
that
was
was
peaking.
you said the word penalties. That was the theme of the game, bro. It was like a sloppy
Theme of
ass,
the game, bro.
sloppy
Sloppy.
team, sloppy team,
Oh
bro.
my god. I
I don't.
mean, on both teams, but really the Saints. Look, the Saints had, let me see, what's that? 13 penalties, bro, for 89 yards. That Sean Payton used to always talk about that, like over 80 yards is a touchdown. If you give up like 80 yards in penalties, that's basically like giving up a touchdown. So that's like you can't do
And
that.
and a
Week
lot of
one,
them.
I get it.
So,
Week one.
and then the one that led to the 3 points that Arizona got, one of them was that key penalty on Kool-Aid, who had a very bad game. He had a Kool-Aid struggled today, and
Struggled, bro. Struggled.
I texted this to our friend Greg. I was like, man, I think Kool-Aid might be a CB2 who's cosplaying as a CB1.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. If, he got to get. I'm trying to just kind of give him the grace. He went up against. It was a tough matchup going against Marvin Harrison. We talked about it on the preview pod. They were going to make
He gonna be going against
Marvin
the best
Harrison
wide
the
receiver
points
every week, bro. Like this ain't gonna get no easier after this,
every
bro.
week.
It's like this is what he gonna be facing
It's
every
not.
week, bro.
It's not. It's gonna get harder. It's gonna get
Yeah,
harder.
like next week,
It's
he
gonna
might get a
tougher
little
every
easier
week.
with Ricky Pearsall, but then after that he going against Jackson Smith the Jacob. But like this is it, nigga. This is the league. This is it.
And even like there was a snap where he was going against Trey McBride, and it's just like just the technique he's playing with. He's playing giving too much cushion. I don't know, bro. I don't know. He just he gonna have to figure it out because ain't no help coming. Like this is it. This is your group. He struggled though, bro. I said that was probably one of the more disappointing things of the
Yes.
game. Honestly, like same for the defense. Like the defense struggled, but at the same time, they did make plays. Like they had 3 sacks on Kyler early in the game. It was a weird game where like the defense was making some plays. They was getting the offense like into third and longs, but then they allowed Trey McBride to make a play. They allowed Kellen Murray to make a play on 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 12 and stuff like that. Such a Saints defense
Saints,
type of
bro.
game, which is like
Saints.
which was maddening because it's like new discipline coordinator and all that stuff, but it's still
Same
such a
us.
Saints defense
Same us.
game, bro.
I said
us.
it. It's like Justin Reed made a key missed tackle on Trey McBride on a huge 3rd down.
Key.
And I said it. And I said it in our Zoom, bro. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you want to join us in the Zooms, Patreon.com/Saints Buck Party. I said when players put that Florida Lease on their helmet, it's just like Space Jam, bro. Like something just leave their body, bro.
It's gone, bro.
Just go on. Shout out to JJ for the $4.99 super chat. Shout out to our dude Sherm for the $2
Thank you,
super
JJ.
chat. You said
Love you,
Rattler's
Sherm.
growth astronomical, more be better, Jawan. And he gave the middle finger emoji. Listen,
Jawan, bro, like
we'll get to Jawan. One thing I will say that did surprise me
to it.
very much into this game, which was disappointing from a Saints perspective. Those Arizona Cardinals secondary took the Saints receivers out of the game. Out of the game, bro. Now, if you want to get into the nitty gritty in terms, like I get it. Like I'm sure Spencer Rattler's performance will be broken down by numerous people in terms of that. But those Cardinals cornerbacks were all over Shaheed and Olave. Like all game. All game. There was no, like, even the throws that they took them out of the game. And the offense felt very constricted. Someone in the chat, I think it was Alfred, made a very good point. Who said, because this is something I wondered, why do you think they abandoned the run game so early? And this is something that I was wondering, especially in the second half, because that second drive, the run game was so incremental to them getting down the field. It was mixed in with AK, it was mixed in with Kendre. It was beautiful how it was. You had Devin Neal.
What happened?
I don't know.
What
bro.
happened? It was like what did I say on
it felt Sean Payton-ish a little bit, nigga. Like it felt like
very Sean Payton. And what did I say on the preview pod? I said we don't want Spencer Rattler having to throw the ball 40 plus times.
How many times did he throw?
Today, bro?
Did he? Oh goddamn.
46, damn near 50. And look, I get it. Some of it was situational because you're getting into a late game situation where you gotta pass, hurry up, stuff like that. I get it, but still, it was like we were running the ball pretty well. Excuse everybody for the noise in the background. I'm not at my house,
Yeah.
my normal location, so
Wolf in
just
Wolf in
apologies.
New Orleans.
Um,
He at home. It's
we gonna get it in though. We gonna get it in regardless.
always.
Anyway, uh, that was just something that run pass mix that they were doing earlier. I thought that was just it was beautiful, bro. I thought it
It
was
was
working. Kendra was looking good. Like it was
phenomenal.
like
Wolf.
why are we going away from this? And in the passing game, it's like there weren't any layups. Like everything felt hard and trying to like squeeze it in. You know what I'm saying? Like everything just felt like it had to be pinpoint accurate. There were no big plays. There were nobody's running free and nothing like that. So that just kind of made it frustrating where you just kind of scratching and clawing for points. And then you add on the penalties where every penalty just seemed to be like just demoralizing for the offense, which it's a pretty familiar feeling if you've been following the Saints long enough.
And the chat keeps asking, did Kellen Moore lose confidence with the O line block? And like that's the thing is like it's harder to it's the O line blocking it's harder to pass block than it is to run block in theory. Like in theory. So I don't.
Right, you would think if you lose faith in the offensive line, you would run the ball more. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part I ain't get. We got to talk about the timeouts. We got to talk about that because that I might not sleep well tonight because of it, bro. Because that's really bothering me, man.
You know,
And I didn't get a chance to watch his presser, so
yeah, we haven't watched the presser. We just be immediately doing the recap. And I'm not here to Monday morning quarterback it and say if he had used the timeouts, even if they had scored the touchdown, like maybe they go down the field and they kick a field goal. Also, Blake Grupe missed an important field goal, and maybe instead of them trying to tie the game in the fourth quarter, maybe like that throw that they're trying to win this was the most quintessential Saints game you will ever see, bro. Like the most, like to the T, to the T. If you like. Like the drive that Rattler and the whole offense had in that was it the third quarter? Third quarter. Just everything, like it was a hard, like that was not an easy drive. That Cardinals defense came to play. Jonathan Gannon and that defensive coordinator, like everything, they had a very hard, long drive. They didn't get the touchdown. Chip shot field goal. 36-yard, 32-yarder. Boop. Wide left. Shout out to our dude TJ in the chat who brought up the point that because they keep messing up the operation and having so many different punters as the holder, that maybe, just maybe, it throws shit off. It's a great point by TJ because
it's a great point because that literally happens. I know people just kind of think, oh, holder, smolder. Who cares? It's important. I've seen it. I followed the Saints enough and I follow football enough to know that stuff actually matters at the end of the day.
Matters.
And not saying that's what the cause, but it's just something to just kind of keep an eye on going forward. But Blake Grupe, who had a real consistent camp, was pretty good last year. So it was like just something to keep an eye on.
Timeouts.
Another thing, like
you want to talk about timeouts at the end of the first half. The Cardinals had the ball. So just people who I'm sure if you're listening to this, you probably know. Cardinals had the ball. They were driving. They were in the red zone. It was probably at this point like a minute and a half, 11 seconds left, and the Saints had 3 timeouts. And you had our guy who's been on this podcast who called the game, Ross Tucker, is like incensed. Why Kellen Moore is not calling timeouts to preserve time. Even if the Cardinals score 3 points, 6 points, and get the extra point, that then you preserve time for your offense to then potentially go and maybe get a field goal on your own, a touchdown on your own. And then there's this like narrative, and I don't really stay on Twitter a lot during games. I really just kind of stay in our own little, our Zoom or whatever. But then like I did see like this little narrative that like Kellen Moore didn't trust his quarterback. Like, you think he doesn't want to win? Like he
Like it doesn't make sense. That just doesn't make. I seen it to like some people I respect whose opinion I respect said. I'm like that just doesn't add up because one, he's the starting quarterback. The hand chose the starting quarterback, and that's just like a he's run hurry up literally in this game. He's run hurry up situation. So it's not like
and
I
done
don't
well
trust him to
with
run
it.
hurry up. And done well with it. Like we even last year against Washington we seen him. So it just didn't add up. Like that's not making sense. Okay, if it's not that, what was the reason? Now they asked Kellen coming off the field in halftime, and he just made no sense. He was just like, "Yeah, they kind of read the clock out. We were trying to save the timeouts." It's like, what? You can't carry them with you, bro. Like once the time is up, those three timeouts are gone. So you may as well use them. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But that was one of the things was like, okay, maybe it was just a rookie head coaching move, but somebody just that seems so well thought, that so intentional is the word they use a lot. And somebody I've been on the killer more,
Hmm.
like I've been rooting for him. I've been like, you're our guy. We're rooting for you. That was like, oh man, that was some DA shit right there, bro. Matter of fact,
And
DA ain't even do nothing like that before.
like I think the point is, um, you have so many people on the staff who have been head coaches. Brandon Staley's been a head, and it's like I don't know
Scott
how that happens.
Linehan.
Scott Linehan,
It's
I
like,
don't know how that happens.
and then there was like after there was like you saw like Kelly Moore talking to somebody and it looked like they was looking at the scoreboard, like they was just confused. I would like to see Kelly Moore just kind of be like honest, like what happened there. I would just like to know if it was a mistake. Like okay, just own up to it. Like man, look, I was into the game, I lost track. It was a stupid move, won't happen again. Blah 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 blah. Looks bad still, but just learn from it. But
Own it, yeah.
it was very confusing. But it was just very confusing because like as the head coach, this is the one thing like you really, really, really impact the game is your clock management. Like that's where you literally impact the game. So I really would like more clarification on like what happened right there. Other than that though, obviously the penalties. It's week one. A lot of teams have penalties. A lot of teams going through stuff early in the game, early in the season. So I'm gonna give them a little grace. But starting out with 13 penalties is not a good look as far as just preparation, getting your team prepared, and all that. It's not a look good. Look, this is the refs were not saying the refs has some horrible calls in this game. Horrible calls, horrible missed calls on the Cardinals, horrible calls on the Saints. So we'll see. But it's just something, to just put on a little checkbox to kind of keep an eye on. You know what I'm saying? Did the same for
It,
DA. When DA started, and he started out with a lot of penalties, we were on his ass too.
own it, and it's a because that's like it's just it's a reflection, right? Like that's a reflection on like coaching and having the team prepared. And the thing with the penalties is that there were so many. It was a lot of them were offensive, like uh illegal, like illegal procedure or illegal
Formation,
formation
yeah,
type of stuff.
guys
And
lined up over the line, stuff like that.
yeah, it wasn't a smooth operation. I wanted to get your thoughts, and then we'll hear from our sponsor, from our dude Precious Works Bajan's LOC. Your thoughts overall, because it's going to be talked about ad nauseum, but just from Spencer Rattler's performance, his first start, year two against the Cardinals, because I know it's just something that's going to be talked about overall in terms of like how he played. Some people are going to say he played like trash. Some people say he didn't play well. I just want to get your thoughts, but overall, what you saw from how he played.
I thought he was poised, bro. Like overall, I thought he just played poised. I thought he was in control. I think he showed like a good like field general look to him. I thought he was accurate for the most part. Good decision making. I thought he was fine, bro. Like he was, like I said, it was a very condensed game. So it wasn't a lot of like highlight plays, a lot of flashy stuff. But I thought he ran like when he had to run, he ran, made the good decisions when to run. Um, Put the team like in position to kind of tie the game. Like Juwan Johnson catches that ball, like the ball that he literally had in his hands like this. It's a the game is tied. He didn't win. He wouldn't win, but at least you tied the game.
Right.
He did have two turnover-worthy throws that he kind of lucked out on. One was taken away because of penalty. The other one, the guy just didn't intercept it when he could have. Um, I thought he managed the pocket well. He didn't get sacked a ton when he could have. Avoided a lot of sacks. I thought it was like a good, positive, like his best game as a Saint. Honestly, like it's like overall full performance. Like from because he's had good moments with the Saints last year,
Hmm.
but then it'll fall apart in the second half and stuff like that. To me, this was like his best full game so far. A lot of things to clean up, a lot of things that weren't perfect, but I thought overall it was like a good game. Me looking at this game, I'm not looking at like, damn, Spencer Rattler is the reason we lost. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And I kind of said it in our live stream on Zoom. I think the thing I noticed the most from like I think there was a lot of growth in his game. If you watch his games from last season to today, just overall, like if you just saw how he played last year to today, I think there's just been a lot of overall growth in his game. Not saying he's going to be a franchise quarterback, but there's definitely he showed growth today overall. Chat says Rattler needs to get pissed at these dudes second year or not because the veterans aren't playing veteran like. I mean, I don't think that's his. I don't think he's going to get pissed at them. Like I think there's some plays where I think Ryan kind of hit on. He almost has that interception that he threw to Juwan, and then the play right after he goes right back to Juwan. Like things like that are important. So shout out to our dude Cole that brought this up. I think it's like it's little important that like on that third down call in the end zone as the game's winding down where he throws to Jawan. Cole brings up the point how annoying that Bele's not on the field in situations like that. Like when you're like how like if you're going to be going to the end zone, like get the nigga that you traded for that 6'5" on the field in the end zone. Like I think that's a
Like,
you know
like to me, bro. Like, as soon as we got Ville, first things we would have been working on is third down and red zone. We'll
that's it,
figure
bro.
all the other stuff out, but third down, red zone, we're gonna have that installed for week one, and we'll
Day one.
build upon that later. Like, like that's the whole reason we got you, bro. Like, and he made like a clutch catch, on that 2 minute drill. I want to
Yeah.
think it was on that 2 minute drill, but clutch catch in that situation is like, why are we only? Because obviously, Jawan is going to be the main person you go to in that situation because it's a must touchdown situation and the defense is all playing back, so you need a big body.
Right.
So it's like, why not have your only other big body out there? I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
Where Moscato at? Was Moscato out there?
He was active today, so I don't know, bro. Like
Yeah, he
he's
was
only like
active.
what 6'7". I don't know. Someone in the chat said
And
Chucky
look,
Crab
poor
just caught
Jawan,
a.
bro. Jawan,
He had a pretty
well, go
decent
ahead.
game too.
Almost 100 yards, bro. Like 76 yards. Like he was making some key catches, but like it's just Jawan, bro. Jawan, no
Jawan.
Jawan, man. He's going. This is what it is.
In our Zoom was saying it was playing out almost very similar to the Washington game. Like it didn't like it was like the
But it
inverse, but
was
like very
right.
similar to.
It was
Uh,
weird.
it was. Let's take a break. Let's listen to our dude Bajan at Precious Works, and we'll be right back after this break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out of the box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plugin updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party Podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or the prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms. So no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, Bijon at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. What else from this game did you take away from?
It was good to see Chris Olave back. He made some big time key catches.
Oh, can we talk about the
Scary
fucking?
moment.
Well, yeah, about the fucking pass that got ruled an incomplete pass on the 2-minute drive,
What? What was that?
nigga.
Like I need, like Killer Mo got to write a stern email after that or something, bro.
Nigga.
Like what?
Because that play,
Like,
if that's ruled a complete pass, that saves more time on the clock in the grand scheme of things,
Right.
bro. Like, it's a. I have no idea, bro. I don't, and this is why I'm glad.
I
Like,
have no idea.
it's why I'm
But they
glad I'm
said
not.
he didn't control the ball.
He had a slight bobble, but he caught the fucking ball, bro. Like, please, like, what are we doing?
I've seen
Like,
that
what are
like
we
a
doing?
million times.
I
I've seen that a million times. As long as it don't hit the ground, like, bruh.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Did anything you see today change your outlook overall about this team?
They kind of looked how I expected for the most part. Like, even though I had this game picked as a win, that was more of like a hopeful Saints fan hope. But like in reality, they looked about like I expected. The defense was feisty how I thought, but at the end of the day, they couldn't really like there were parts where Cam Jordan was getting juked in the backfield by Kellen Murray, and we already knew that was going to happen. Like we
Already
knew
knew it,
that
bro.
was going to happen. Not in Cam Jordan had a great game, but
He did. He did.
you at some moments the defense looked slower. Like it's like they just like where's the speed at?
Bruh.
But then Chase Young is out. They didn't have Sanker out there like a lot. Quincy Rock. It just looked a little methodic. At times, like there was that one part where Brian Brzee, I forgot who
Bruh.
he was
Just
chasing.
jogging, bruh.
Chasing Murray, and I was like, what the hell was that? But he did wind up turning around and having a decent game, get some pressures, and he had that key block field goal. So I don't know what that was. But it looked like expected. Offensively, like I said, I thought they did a lot of things well, bro. Like I thought for the most part it was a positive day for the offense. But the negatives kind of take it away from like really being a positive. Just with the penalties and stuff like that. And we got to find some big plays, bro. Like you can't. I know the Arizona defense is a little. It's gonna be tough, but I mean, ain't gonna get no easy either. Like San Francisco next week ain't gonna be easy. Like we got to find some way to get some big plays because just having a constrained offense like that, you got a QB with a nice arm. Like we should be able to hit. Got Shaheed, Chris Olave, Mason Tipton. Where was Mason Tipton? Where was Mason Tipton?
Can we give Brandon Cook snaps to Mason Tipton? Please.
Please. Trey Palmer, he was inactive. Not a real surprise. But like we got to get some speed. You got all these fast guys. It's time to get some speed out there on the field, bro.
Yeah. And like Kellen called a couple of they were like quarterback counters with Rattler. He called two. I kind of expected that. I thought he was gonna hold that kind of close to him until week one. He called a tush push that got called back because of like a illegal formation because of Radens was lined up incorrectly. Just like these these little like the little things, bro, and these
Self-imposed, self-imposed, bro.
shooting themselves in the foot, man. Shooting themselves in the foot.
I mean,
Uh,
Kellen said it himself. He said, "Beat ourselves. Like you not going. You this team won't have a chance. Like y'all have
None.
to execute the things that y'all control. Y'all have to be like immaculate at it. Like the stuff y'all control. If y'all not doing that, you won't have no chance because the team
None.
is not talented enough to overcome that stuff.
None.
And that's the
And
part
it,
of the positive I keep pointing out. It was like to be as decent as they was on offense today, despite all those penalties and self-imposed wounds, is kind of a positive. But on the negative side, you had those self-inflicted wounds. So it's
and,
like
the,
it's kind of a gift and a curse.
and here's the crazy thing. Let me read these stats to you in terms of like the Cardinals offensively. James Conner, 12 attempts, 39 yards rushing. They held James Conner in check.
Mm,
Marvin Harrison Jr., 5 receptions, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. He had that really young, long one, 45 yards against Kool-Aid. And then he had the
yeah,
touchdown on the crossing route. Trey McBride, who we said was going to get his yards and get his catches, 6 catches, 61 yards. And after that, and then you had the big long one that Trey Benson had, the 52 yard long run. Other than that, bro, like the defense really like the defense did a pretty good job against the Cardinals defensively. Like it feels like they
yeah.
didn't, but they really did. Um, it was it was just like offensively. I'm just looking at kind of the stat line. Like AK had 11 attempts running the ball. Kendra had 5. So that's what six, 16, 16 between
16.
them. I don't know if that's conducive winning football
No,
for them. And I could
no,
understand it if they
not for
were
this
down
team.
like like by 20 points and you like but
Right.
it that's the thing that just was a little curious to me of why the heavy dose of going super pass heavy.
No, I agree. I agree. And look, this is something Kellen Moore has kind of dealt with years past, even with the Chargers, with the Cowboys. He can get a little pass happy. Um, so we'll see, bro. We'll see how you know. Week one is such a learning experience for everybody, especially for this team because it's just everything's new. So everybody's learning about each other and what to expect. So it's going to be interesting to see what they learn from this game. But there were positives to take away. I just hope Saints fans like just try not to get in the doom and gloom. It's like there were positives to take away. We got to see how it play out going forward. But I do think there was some things to build on. Didn't see Kelvin Banks. I didn't really pay attention to Kelvin Banks honestly, and I think
Mm-mm.
that's a good thing. Fuaga ended up leaving with an injury. That's worrisome.
Yep.
Um, trying to think. I do think offensively in the pass game it will get better. I think it will get better once Valet gets more involved. Once you get Trey Palmer involved. Once they figure out whose role is what,
Yeah.
um, I just think I think there's more rhythm there that'll come.
It listen, I don't we have beat this dead horse to death, but like not having that like second tight end and
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
saying like at some points in this game, Arizona were going and they didn't use the second tight end, the third tight end and receiving, but not like I just do having that extra tight end that can be the blocker and in the pass formation and be receiving tight end helps your offense in so many ways and just just having just Juwan out there, just to be that sole person, it just it 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 it, it hurts, bro. It hurts. And this is not me trying to like slander. It's like slander Juwan. I don't want to, like we've done that enough on this podcast, but like this is not what this is. Just I'm just saying, just from a schematic standpoint, like it just it's just what it is. We'll be back. We'll catch up on the rest of the chat. We will. Um, okay, so Alberto said something in the chat regarding the timeouts. We'll get back to that. We'll hear back from our sponsor from Underdog. Catch up on that. Wrap up and get out of here. Any other thoughts on Saints dropping Week 1 against the Cardinals as we wrap up?
Football is back, and there's no better place to get in on the action than Underdog. It's the easiest way to make picks and win money all season long. Here's how it works. You make your picks. If you're right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play as little as for $1. This week, I'm looking at the Bucs versus Falcons matchup. I've got Mike Evans for higher than 1 touchdown and Kyle Pitts for lower than 50 yards. That's my card. Now it's your turn. Just download the Underdog app, sign up with promo code BLOCKPARTY, and you'll get $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code BLOCKPARTY. Millions of fans have already won billions on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
We are back. So our dude Alberto said, Kellen just said on the timeouts that he thought to use them when Spence got the ball back. With just 20. Okay. I don't.
Is Kellen not understanding what we asking here, bro?
Is our like coach slow?
Timeouts. Like Dr. says, is Kellen a dummy? No, man, he can't be. I don't want to believe it.
One and there's another like that. I'm glad Olave is okay because that I also didn't love that play call design that he drew up for Chris Olave on that screen, bro. Like,
oh yeah, he got banged up, bro. Bang. But I mean, that's just gonna happen, bro. Like, and it's blood in the water now. So like defenders, I feel like and it was like a good legal perfect hit by
yes.
Johnson. Like, just perfect hit, but it's just like he just wince every time. Like, get that Guardian cap on or something, bro.
Please, the guy was like, "Why is this nigga not wearing a Guardian cap on his head? Like, what's going on, bro?"
They don't want to wear it, bro.
So right now, I mean, I know the second half games, the afternoon games haven't happened yet. They're underway right now. But right now, the Saints have the number 2 overall pick in the draft.
You did refresh take a throw it on Reddit?
I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. So one in the chat, Drum Tech 101 said he didn't trust Spencer, period, but I think Rattler showed towards the end of the game that he can make the plays. I'm literally not buying this narrative that he didn't like that.
It just don't make sense. Like,
it doesn't make sense.
Make it make sense to me. Like like they run it like a hurry up throughout the game. They run it at the end of the game. So the explanation Kellen Moore is giving y'all don't make sense. So I just think he slipped up, bro. Like he just I think he just had like a brain fart where he just wasn't even thinking about the timeouts. You know, he was like, "Oh shit, we do have 3 timeouts."
Whoops. Whoopsie. I'll ask you this, and obviously we have the 49ers preview pod to discuss it, but does this give you, after today's game, does it give you more confidence going into next week against the Niners?
Ooh. Man, I know they're not like at full strength, but I've seen Shanahan like just terrorize enough defenses, bro. Where I'm like, it's gonna be a tough out. It's gonna be a tough out. But I will say, I do think this team is gonna be in more games than people think, bro. Like I think
Yes.
this it's a scrappy little team, bro. It's a scrappy little team. The quarterback scrappy, like the defense scrappy enough. I think they're gonna be in these games. They're gonna be in the 49ers game. It's this is kind of what you want it to look like. We know this team is going to be bad, but like we talked about with the Detroit Lions a couple years ago, when what's the head coach name?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. When Dan Campbell had just got there. I think they won 4 games that year, 4 or 5 games. But you could see like, okay, this team is scrappy. They're building something. They just need some more talent. Ultimately, that's what you kind of hope to see with this team. They're not they're not getting blown out every week. They're not getting
Right.
stumped. You want to see young talent that you could build on, offensive line, running game. You want to see that the head coach is making good decisions. Got to put a pin in that for now, but let's just hope to see, going forward. And I think we're gonna see that.
So the over under for this game was the line, I should say. Sorry, not the over
Six
under.
and a half.
Was 6.5. If Groupie hits that kick, well,
Right there, bro.
well.
Right there.
Anyhow, we shall see how the rest of the season goes. But listen, I think they're going to be a very feisty team. I do think uh, Drum Tech 101 499 said I think Kellen thought of the interception Spencer would have had it not been for the penalty. Thank you for the 499 super chat. Maybe.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you. But it
Maybe.
makes no sense.
I don't.
He threw the ball
Maybe.
46 times in the game. He threw the ball 46 times. I don't know.
Just catching up in the chat before we get out of here. D Granger said we're going to be picking top 5 for show. We're so talent deprived anymore. Was average as fuck coaching the game. See, like here's the thing. Like there are some things I saw from Kellen that was very encouraging. Like I think that touchdown drive that they got was super
Yeah.
encouraging. Like that was a great drive. And even though it ended in a field goal, that drive that was a groupie miss was a great drive. Like
Yeah.
offensively called, it was a really good drive. They just gotta get in the lab and fix the other shit. Like they gotta fix like
Yeah.
the self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is a schematic thing of Jonathan Gannon. There's an article that like came out before the game, or that like Kellen had his number. Maybe he just knew, potentially like what was coming. Like all I know was that this Arizona secondary locked up the Saints wide receivers, which is a testament
wait.
to like the all 22.
No, yeah, I can't wait to watch the whole 22 just to get a good view of what happened. Because watching
Like
on TV, you're just like, oh, why did? Yeah,
because even almost every shot, and maybe all 22 is going to reveal something else, but like those cornerbacks were in the receiver's hip pocket, bro. Like it was, and that says something because usually Chris Olave and Shaheed can get open against most NFL cornerbacks. Like they were not
no,
getting
man,
open.
it would not. Even when they caught the ball, it was like, boom, right there.
So that's a killing thing, So he got to get in the lab, and like I think Ryan brought up the great point. Shit, get 10 off to the sideline, get Mason Tipton on the field, get Trey Palmer on the field. get some more juice on the field, get Valet on the field, and
Really
really
under my hand part of.
shout out Bree, and really try to expand the offense a little more, get some more juice. But we shall see what happens next week. We'll be back this upcoming week for the Niners preview pod, and then we'll be back on Sunday for the Niners game. We'll see what happens, see what these Saints do. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back this upcoming week. With that, we are out.
Peace.